3 powerful real estate investing strategies that could reshape your financial future forever. Let's dive into it. These 3 strategies are not in any particular order of importance. They're all different and speak to different types of investors. There's no right or wrong answer. It just really depends on your investment objectives. Now, the 3rd strategy is the most lucrative with the most cash flow, and it sounds a little too good to be true. You'll want to stick around until the end to see why. The 2nd is great to generate cash almost immediately. And the 1st, well, that's the most popular. At the end of the video, I will give you a hack to earn a minimum $1,200 in cash every month from your current home, assuming you live in Calgary. So you don't even need to be an investor to do this. Strategy number 1, buy and hold. Again, this is the most popular and, to be honest, most suitable for most investors. It is a long-term strategy, meaning 15 to 20 years plus, and it isn't just about owning property, it's about building a stream of guaranteed cash flow. You buy a rental property and your tenant covers your mortgage and expenses every month. It's like clockwork, right? Those payments you receive are contractually obligated. And if you leverage that property's equity, you can buy even more rentals, multiplying your cash flow. Now, not all properties will cash flow depending on where you live, but hold it long enough and it will cash flow eventually. Here's a pro tip. With detached homes, you can generate 3 streams of income. Rent the main floor, rent the basement, and rent the detached garage as storage. This is why I always prefer detached homes, because it's better than getting one stream of income with a condo or a townhome. Now, I know renting the detached garage isn't really common in cities like, say, Toronto, but if you're watching this from there, why can't you start? If you're not sure what property type to invest in, condo or townhome or detached home, I break it all down, including the investment returns for each property type in this video up here. Number 2, buy and flip. Now, this 2nd investment strategy is buying a property, doing renovations, and then selling for a profit. Typical flips will take anywhere from 3 months up to 1 year. And if it's a bigger project, it could be more than that. Most of the profit from buy and flips comes from the price of acquisition. So being able to have access to off-market properties would be important. And if that is important for you, make sure you reach out to us so you can be added onto our Deal of the Week email list. The link is in the description below. You definitely need to know your numbers, like cost of construction, soft costs like mortgage payments, property taxes. You got to build in a contingency fund, just in case you run into something unexpected, which probably happens most of the time. And your ARV, after repair value, meaning how much can you sell the home for after the renovations. There are some caveats to the strategy though. The longer the build or the renovation, the more uncertainty there is about the market. What if you're doing a complete overhaul of a home that takes a year and the market turns down at that time? You will need to have a backup plan in case that happens. Okay, number 3 is buy and build. This investment strategy is buying a property, tearing it down, and building new. This strategy builds on a principle of real estate, which is the highest and best use, meaning getting the most value out from your property. So as an example, if a builder bought an entire downtown block and built a 40-story high-rise building, they're getting the highest and best use because you cannot add any more value to that, assuming that this is as high as a city will allow. Now, if you were to buy a condo in that building, you're buying into the highest and best use. There's absolutely nothing you can do to add more value to that condo. Yes, sure, you can do, some upgrades and add some features, but it's not going to be as significant or as good of a return as being the builder. In Calgary, residential builders once used to be able to build only a side-by-side duplex on an inner city lot. Now, with the new zoning laws, people like you and I can build fourplexes. But wait, it gets better. Each of those above ground fourplexes can have its own legal basement suite. So you have 4 units up and 4 units down, giving you a total of 8 units. It seems like the city is now allowing more and more 3 stories, which can accommodate a 3-bedroom above ground townhome, maximizing your rent. Here's the crazy part. All you need for this program is 5% down, and you don't need to personally qualify for the mortgage. This is considered a commercial property, so the property qualifies for the mortgage. The amortization is 50 years, and you will generate about $16,000 in monthly rent. For accredited investors or those who own, multiple properties in different locations, you can now own 1 property with 8 units. This will be more manageable and can leave a legacy for your family. If you're interested in learning more about these properties, type in the word build in the comments and we will send you a link to contact us. I will be coming out with a video dedicated to this type of property. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell so you know when that video comes out. So let's talk about how you can make an extra $1,200 for your current home. The way you're gonna do that is by building a legal secondary suite in your basement. Of course, this is for people who live in Calgary. These are like hidden gems for Calgary homeowners and also investors. And by adding a secondary unit to your property, you can earn rental income as a homeowner or boost your rental income significantly if you're an investor. Why do you want to do this? Well, because $1,200 is a payment equivalent to about $180,000 mortgage. So you're essentially reducing your mortgage balance by almost $200,000 simply by doing that. Now, for those with a 2-story home with no separate entrance to the basement, you could core one through the foundation and it would cost about $15,000. Make sure though that you speak to a structural engineer first before you start hammering away at your foundation. Now, if you don't know anyone and you want to speak with our general contractor partner who understands the rules with legal basement suites and has helped a ton of our clients legalize their basement suites, type in the word suite in the comments and we will send you a link to contact us. So in my opinion, I think going for cash flow is the best. Whether it's a buy and hold or buy and build, cash flow allows you to reinvest the cash and it provides a good retirement plan. If you're all jacked up and excited about investing in Calgary real estate, but you don't know where to start, or that fourplex with the legal basement suites is something that you want to explore more of, then reach out to us in the description below and we can strategize on how to build your family's wealth. If you want to learn more about real estate investing, check out our investing playlist up here and we will see you in a few seconds.